Yeah, let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and join my Discord link. Will be down below in the description. We got a special guest in the building. We got Nishatentachi in the building.
Sir,
For the people who don't know who you are, let them know what you about, man.
hey, just a nature boy. I just like exploring and shit. An artist. I usually just chill out and shit, smoke, and make good music.
Okay. Can you tell us about your upbringing and where you from?
I'm from a green planet called Earth, and my upbringing, like I usually like to talk about how my childhood was and the factor of like I struggled a lot as a kid and shit. So I know how it feels to be in a real life predicament, like where your situation like real, like you experiencing real shit. Like, it may be some days you don't have food, it may be some days you don't have water, but you make it through at the end. And like there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. And that kind of like provided me to think more optimistic for the future and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this pessimistic mindset on shit where I'm just feeling like everyone's obligated to hand out shit to me because I always was taught you have to earn everything or you have to do everything like the way I've seen shit. Like I've seen a lot of stuff. Like I've seen like fights and shit happen where like the people go home and like not wake up the next morning and shit. Like where I grew up in the schools and
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like I've been in rough predicaments but not too unbearable to where I just want to just go through the worst and just not want to live anymore. But through situations of being an adolescent, I did experience a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. I was on meds when I was younger and shit for like my nightmares and shit. I used to have dreams about the future and shit and how my life was gonna turn out. Like as like a 10-year-old kid, I would have like dreams I'd be homeless and shit, not have nothing. And I was like, bro, this can't be my life in like 8 years because I'm 10 years old. 18 like means you're an adult and no one is there for you anymore, depending on who you have. But usually when people turn 18, people look at their child or their once adolescent kid and look at them like, hey, you're older now. It's like, it's like a middle finger and like it's like a get the fuck out type of situation. But it's like I felt alone in those situations. I felt alone in that standpoint of being so stuck in the middle of finding myself for a prosperous future while also trying to make it through the present day, which was kind of hard to maintain, but I've got better at it through time and shit. So like I kind of grew up on like the crazy path and shit. Like I experienced a lot of shit. I got into a lot of fights. I even experienced getting like picked on for a whole year because like my living situation and shit. Like it's been days where like it'd be like my own homies talking about you're not gonna make it and shit. Oh, you want to be an artist? You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. And it'll be a lot of people that just tell me like, yeah, you're not this, you're not that, just beating me up as an individual. And that's why I was like, you know what, fuck all that. Like I'm gonna harness that shit into something good. And I was like, fuck it. So I just went on without that. And like I got in a lot of fucking fights. Like we recorded this shit yesterday with the Mexican
Yeah.
dude. Bro, that shit was a form of like someone trying to like mess with me. Like it was a female, bro, because like I got in so many fights with so many people. Like I got in fights with females, I got in fights with dudes, I got in fights with animals even sometimes. Like, bro, it's been it's been a lot of fights, bro. Like, and I'm not proud of getting into fights because I'm not like a confrontational person. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
throwing hands unless I gotta run a fade. I like to fight, but I don't like senseless violence, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sparring match with my homies. Um, if I wasn't making music, my second dream was to be a boxer or be in the UFC. That's some shit I fuck with. But like senseless violence where we're trying to actually harm each other over something that doesn't make any sense, is just like I just don't fuck with that.
Right. Okay. Can you tell us like some challenges that you faced during your upbringing in music, especially with like even people that you call your own homies bring you down on your dream.
Hmm. All right. So the challenges I faced was like these niggas will like make it seem like they're so cool with me, and then like they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, like we're not cool because like we say your music is ass." They'll like fuck with me just because I have some money on me one day, and then turn around and be like, "This shit whack." Or I'll have a really good friend that I think is a good friend, and we get in an argument, and they'll be like, "That's why your music is bad. You need to work on your trash ass music." And I'll be like 16 at the time and shit. I'm like, bro, hold up. Nigga, we was just cool and you was just jamming my shit in the car. Now you calling me trash because I ain't buy you a burger at McDonald's?
What?
Like, bro, that's crazy. And like, I even had situations where like it be females, like I would just like be on my phone and shit, and like they would get mad that I don't want to like see them or don't want to link with them and some shit. This like when I was like younger and shit.
Hmm.
And like they would be like so fucking far away. I can tell they were like not really like trying to fuck with me on no real shit. They were just trying to do some more setup shit where they come bring me over there and get they fucking cousins or something to come fight me. That shit used to happen to me a lot. Like it'd be some females trying to come get me, and it be niggas that I don't fuck with, girls or something trying to hit at me just so I can go over there and fight some niggas. I already knew what that shit was about, so I was like, no, I'm
Mm.
not doing. And yeah, they'll like be like, oh yeah, such and such says your music go hard. They want you to do a show here. They'll like lie to me about having venues and shit, and they'd be like, but what the fuck was the point of that? Then like I got towards like high school,
Hmm.
towards high school time, because I moved around so fucking much. It's like, bro, I don't, I don't even really too much think that to a certain degree, I feel like everywhere I went on the earth, I was unliked because I moved city from city, state to state, back and
Hmm.
forth. And I was like, bro, you mean to tell me I come across so many different variants of people and all of them don't fuck with me? And this was me in like middle school. I was like, bro, I was like, that shit made me like damn near suicidal. That's why like at the beginning of my career, my name was Rip Spice. The Rip came from feeling like a ghost to the world, feeling like, damn, everywhere I go, I'm unnoticed or I'm noticed for the wrong reasons. Like niggas look at me like I'm Hitler and I just wanted to be looked at like a normal fucking person. And
Hmm.
I turn around and be like, damn, like, well, I'm going school to school, state to state, city to city, and niggas still having everything to say. It's like, bro, and it wouldn't even be the same thing said. It would be different shit everywhere I go. And then it just caused me to fight more. Just caused me to fight a lot. And that's why I feel like more of nowadays I became more emotional and stopped like letting niggas do everything. Because back in the day, like I got in a lot of fights because niggas would just talk shit. Like I didn't like niggas talking shit. Like niggas would just say shit. Like it would be an everyday thing. Like just imagine going to school. You wake up early as hell in the morning out of a comfortable ass dream that's probably 9 times out of 10 better than what your day's gonna be when you wake up. And you go to fucking school and you have to deal with having to fight niggas, these bitch ass teachers that be hating on you still, telling you you ain't gonna be shit. And then like the shit kind of start fucking with my grades in a way because I couldn't even like focus on school. I was
Hmm.
ADHD, and on top of that, I was like, bro, like, why the fuck am I here? I'm at a place where I'm getting mentally tormented, and on top of that, I can't even fucking focus. Like I always gotta come with a fucking mug on my face, like I'm ready to fuck some shit up.
Hmm.
And that was the insecure part of me because I was like, bro, I will be in a calm environment and have a demeanor like I'm trying to fight a nigga, but I'm just looking like that just so niggas won't come up trying to do some shit, like standing on your tippy toes with your guard up and shit. That's how I was like feeling this shit. And like it was crazy as fuck. Like all that shit was really stupid. Like I grew up like kind of like strange, bro. Like I had a little bit of everything in my life. Like I grew up like hood, suburbs, and a little bit of extravagant at the same time. Not even extravagant, bro, but like I won't say extravagant because like that's like rich, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't up like that. Like I lived in a very good environment for like a short period of my life, but most of that time has been spent living in places where shit goes down. If you know what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. What do you want people to take away or feel when they listen to your music?
I want them to feel like certain points of my life that resonates with them, and let them know that they're not alone in this shit. Like they're not alone in this shit. Cause it's like, bro, I know what it feels like to lose niggas. Like, bro, just 2 years ago, like we had my nigga BTX Ant, his 2 year anniversary of bro's death, and his RIP him. Like he was one of the niggas that was supposed to come up with me and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I will always talk to him when I move away from that area. I always speak to bro, and I'll always tell him like, bro, listen, we gonna make it and shit. He was like one of the only niggas that would cheer me up out of any bad situation. I'm talking about I had DMs with that nigga where we just chop it up. I go to this nigga house, we just smoke a blunt, pass of shit. We talk while walking to the barber shop, just grab some food and shit. We used to be on some bad kid shit too though, but we used to like it used to be fun, bro. Like niggas used to make music with me. Like I remember when he tried to ask me, where do you record your music at? I was like, bro, I do BandLab for the moment. Like, I don't have a computer yet, so I don't do FL right at the moment. So, me and this nigga went on like the patio of a nigga house, like the stairwell or some shit, like
Mm-hmm.
niggas inside the shit. And we recorded a Blood on the Leaves remix. Young Chris shit. We recorded that shit in 2021. Bro, that shit still go crazy. Like, bro, audio kind of crazy though, because we outside. But that shit still go hard.
Is that
And
song still currently on a platform at the moment?
it's been unreleased for like damn near 3 years.
Oh.
Like, bro, I would drop that shit because, like, bro, it's like my bro. Like, I wanted my bro to get seen, but then I also don't want to be on no weird shit where it's like, bro, if I ain't dropping when bro is alive, I don't want to drop it when he dead. Because it's like, bro, I'm not trying to like be no fake ass nigga where it's like,
Right.
oh, I'm just gonna show you love when you're not here. Because I noticed, bro, when that nigga passed away, a lot of niggas was showing fake love. A lot of niggas was acting like they always was there. They was acting like they was in the apartments dabbing this nigga up every day, checking on this nigga mental, asking if this nigga was straight or not. Like, bro, half these niggas never even seen this man cry before. Bro, I seen this nigga cry, he seen me cry. We all seen each other cry. Shout out him and Jay. And all them niggas that I grew up with, bro, they was cool, bro, but it's RIP him. And yeah, shit was just crazy and shit. It was really sad when I found out the news and shit. That's what made me want to go harder. I was like, bro, I'm gonna just go hard at this shit. And I want people to relate to that. I don't want you to actually lose a friend just so you can feel pain. Like, nah, I don't know. You have to lose somebody to gain a Mangekyo Sharingan type shit. Like, but I want people to relate to my music in a way where it's like, how can I say this? Where you feel less alone in the world from what I preach and what I do. I don't want people to feel like you're the only person going through this because guess what? Someone has it worse, someone has it equal, or somebody have it even better sometimes that could relate, that had it bad back then, that grew from it, and later on in life they can tell the story. That's
Mm-hmm.
where I'm trying to get.
Okay. Um, which song would you recommend for first time listeners? For example, like a chill, lit, or something you like you telling a story.
Um, what I recommend to new listeners. My song "Favorite Girl," that shit. Now I listened to that shit yesterday night. I had three different songs earlier. It's still switching sides one over there.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Girls is the best song ever. That shit gonna hit a million views, like million streams, million views, or however you call it, bro. Watch that shit right there is going to explode. And it's an old song. I dropped it at the beginning of this year, kind of, bro. That shit's gonna explode. I give it by next year. I give it by 2026. It'd be in the billions probably. Like that shit hard. Um, my other song, Wretched, not Wretched, JPEG is like one of the songs I made dealing with mental shit. Like when I made that song, I was going through shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I almost, like I don't know if I could say this, but I almost had like a attempt on some shit. Like some saved me from it. Like, you know, my girl at the time fucking helped me. She like really like talked me out of some shit. Her and my homies and everybody. Like, I still got the gash on my fucking arm, bro. And this shit's like from just pain, bro. And like the cutting and shit came from like I was marking myself and people like feel insecure about it, but I take it as like, you know what, like this shit is here because this is the progress. This is just process going through to you making it to the end and being better. And the healed wounds are gonna like heal eventually, but the mark's gonna still be there to show that you've made it through. You didn't give up at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, just like that type of shit, like and like I just be dyeing my hair every time I be feeling crazy and shit. Like I wanna like go for a different look. Eventually niggas gonna be shocked what I do like when I'm like up as fuck. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be to everybody's liking, but a lot of niggas gonna have to accept it because like bro, it's my body. Like my face gonna look how it look, my hair gonna look how it look. I'm just gonna keep going at this shit. But
Mm-hmm.
all real note, bro, like yeah.
Okay. How has your journey as an artist shaped who you are today? Like from the straight beginning.
So from Rip Spice, I was just dropping a lot of plug shit, a lot of plug and beat shit, like Jade, Summers, Autumn type shit. Like, you know, speaking of Jades, that nigga went down for some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jade used to be one of my favorite artists. Like I actually like was about to make a song with that nigga. I was about to ask that nigga for a feat and he said he'll like do it for 800 and shit. Management and shit. They were like, hey, 800 for a feat. Oh fuck it, that shit. This was back in like 2022, like when he first came up off of Slugs and shit. And I was like, all right, bet. And I actually have a Slugs remix in my files. Made it at 15. That shit probably harder than the original Slugs.
Mm.
But yeah, from that journey when I was with Spice, it's a lot of shit. Why I changed my name? Like I had beef with artists and shit. Like I text Texaco and shit. We were about to do a song, and I never like got to DM him back with the money because my account got deleted and shit. And Autumn had beef with that nigga. Like I told you about this yesterday. That nigga was just on some crazy shit. Like I'm not gonna speak too much about that because like yeah, a lot of niggas probably know why I always talk about it when niggas ask. I be like, yeah, it's because like my distribution company put my fucking remix of One Way on his shit. They thought he made the song, remixed it, and put it on all platforms, but really it
Mm-hmm.
was just me making a remix. And I said, put Autumn as the main artist of the song. Like he made the song, but I just remixed it. Do not add him as a collaborator. They added this nigga as a collaborator. My entire album ended up on this nigga page. And that whole album got like 50,000 streams in like 2 days.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, where all these plays come from? I go look and it's like right before Autumn dropped Antag. I don't know if y'all niggas were fans of Autumn before he dropped Antagonist, but before he dropped Antag, that shit was on his page. And I was just looking like, damn, I was at school and shit, walking with this nigga, and he was like, bro, Autumn text you on some foul shit. Like he cussing me out and shit. I'm like, well, damn, nigga, like, you like 23 and I'm 15 at the time. What, you gonna beat my ass, nigga? And he like take this shit down for my label. Go take your whole shit down. It's like trying to take all my music off of all platforms. I was like, oh nigga, like you could have just came politely because I seen the issue and I was gonna come text you about it and say, hey bro, is my album on your platforms or am I tripping? And I went and took the shit down and I apologized for the inconvenience. This nigga just seen my shit and was like, nigga, what the fuck? Like you gonna cuss me out and do all that. And that's why I really don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga like did too much. And I was like a 15-year-old at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect grown ass niggas cussing out little ass kids, bro. Like if you like in your 20s or 30s, cussing out a kid that ain't really did shit to you that could be fixed in like 2 seconds. You just a bitch made nigga to me. But yeah, after that shit, I dropped a lot of shit on SoundCloud. I collabed. I did 2 interviews under the name Rich Spice, and after that, I just stopped becoming Rich Spice. I just killed that name off.
Mhm.
And Nishatentachi came this time around last year, and I changed my name completely, recalibrated myself. Like I just rebranded, and I stopped doing plug music, start doing more of like everything. I start experimenting, start making
Mhm.
punk rock shit. Like as of right now, I'm making a lot of punk rock shit. I'm still doing plug. I'm actually going back to plug with the punk rock shit, but I've been making a lot of rock shit. That shit gonna go crazy. And like I wanna like tour across the world and shit, show my music to niggas and like have fans get on the stage with me and start stage diving and shit. Shit gonna be cool.
Okay. Um, your recent tape, um, incident. What's the inspiration and themes behind that?
I think incident came from, if I'm being completely honest, like yeah, it's another name you can't say. I've said it before. It came from Ghetto Cupid by Jades and a mixture of Fool by MF Doom.
Mhm.
So I've like tried to make it in a way where it's like both sad, just very, very like emotion felt mixed with some shit you can play so hard to the point like you can't even hear my voice if you play it on speaker, just straight bass. You know, niggas in this generation like that
Mhm.
shit. But I've made it like completely on a wave where it's like this shit gon' kill it. Like this shit gonna be crazy. And if more people sing it, it will go hard. My favorite song on the album, by the way, is probably You Said, Yin, and Jump. I also like Ghost Rider. Well, really, I like all the songs that we've made real,
Mhm.
but those are my favorite three.
Okay. What's some new music or projects your audience can expect from you in the near future?
Um, so this Friday, from this date, I'm dropping an EP titled Devil. Not spelled devil in a way you think it's spelled Devul. And
Mhm.
it's supposed to represent negative representation spilled on my name, like supposed to inspire hatred and unacceptance by society in a whole. Like you feel like my definition of why I named myself Rip in the earlier clips of the video. Um feeling like a ghost, feeling like the devil, feeling like people look at you like you just a piece of shit and you're trying to deter that away like, hey, like I'm not who they making me out to be type shit. And like it's crazy as fuck because like you look at the world as what it is and you see the nice people are easily like manipulated on to others to be this evil person and nobody ever wants to see them out for themselves. Like take Michael Jackson, for example.
Mhm.
Michael Jackson, he was very positive. He was all about peace and shit. And everybody worships damn near King Von. Like, bro, it's like I'm not even here to be on no like, oh, this is good and this is evil, balance out type shit. But like, bro, we here, we here supporting people that kill people. And we looking at Michael Jackson and we're gonna banish him to the shadow realm because of some allegations, even though he comes off as peaceful. And it's crazy because you wanna know something? If you're a nice person, you fuck up once in a negative aspect, they're on your ass. If
Yep.
you're a bad person and you do something good, they're gonna look at it like, oh, he just did that for that one moment. You can never win. You can't really never change how people view you or how you are. So that's why I'm like making a project devil because it's like y'all say what I am. Like young boy said, I are what you say I am. I am what you say I am. I come off this planet exactly how you guys think I am. If you guys die today with the same opinion about me, that you had before death, then that's what you die with. And I can't fix that shit. I can't tell you I'm not like that. It's just like racism, bro. Racism isn't even like it's like a crazy thing because it's like, bro, you're hating someone for a crazy ass reason, and most likely some niggas don't have a change of heart. They just die like that, and it just be like, damn, like you just stuck like that. So it's like I can't change who you are. You have to change for yourself in your own heart. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's how it be.
Okay. Um, outside of music, what do you enjoy doing for fun?
Uh, I like to I like to do a lot of shit. I like to explore nature by myself and shit. Um, like I have a loved one. I like doing romantic shit. Some niggas be hating that shit. Me personally, I like that. I like crazy shit, riding dirt bikes, jumping around and shit. Like I like doing little kid shit sometimes, like going to jumping houses and shit and just bouncing on shit. Like hitting backflips and shit, trampolines. I do be hitting the gas a lot. The world's kind of be too fucking stressful to deal with sober. That's why I said like you're never alive unless you're high. That shit sound corny, but but, like they say you're never high, you're never alive unless you're high, and if you're sober, life's over. Like I just made that shit up, but yeah, we making some t-shirts like that. Good fucking idea. I'm gonna go get my nigga Denim on that shit. He gonna make some t-shirts like that, bro. Y'all better buy them shits. Cause like we sold out the Angelic Cult t-shirts. Actually, shout out Angelic Cult, shout out all them niggas out there. I just wanted to say that. Shout out Halo, shout out Denim, shout out Kingston, shout out Donnie, all y'all niggas fire as fuck. I love you, Ice. And yeah, it's fuck everybody that don't fuck with us. But yeah, I like chopping it up with them. I like playing the game and shit. Y'all ever want to play me in Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty? I'm not an asshole artist that's gonna reject your offers or responses. I do reply to a lot of DMs. I won't say I reply every time because like sometimes niggas be genuinely busy, but I'm not gonna sit there and just be a dick to you because I feel like I have some moral high ground due to me being an artist or some shit or being an egomaniac of a prick. Not doing that.
Okay. How do these hobbies or activities influence your creativity and musical process?
Mm, all right. So, like being extreme in my dirt bike and shit, and like just chopping it up with my homies and shit. Like sometimes I can just be high as fuck thinking about some shit, make a whole song on my phone right there without going to the studio. And majority of the time, me living an extreme life, like exploring nature and shit, I just be writing shit down in my head. Like I never wrote a song. I wrote a song for other people. I've never wrote a song for myself. I've more of like, did some shit
Hmm.
on my own from my own head. And I genuinely just be vibing out when it's nature shit, when it's extreme shit. I make songs like XX out. That shit hard as fuck. Um, and I just let life experiences drive me to making new music and new rhymes and shit. Cause the more life you live, the more shit you gotta talk about. You can't talk about something that you ain't been through. Like I can't tell you how it feels to go through homelessness. Like I've never been without like a home, like on the street or no shit. So like I can't tell you how I feel to be like that. But for anybody watching right now, like I just want y'all to know that yeah, if you ever like express yourself with your art due to like exploring life and going through life, that's a good way to improve on your art and shit. And I commend you for that.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years as an artist and your goals personally?
Rich as fuck, smoking a big ass blunt to mention. Said we fucking did it. No, I'm just playing. No, but I'm not playing about the rich shit. We actually don't do that. But I do see myself like gathering a big ass fan base, a cult like fan base. Like I'm gonna have a diehard fan base. I already can tell I'm gonna have a diehard fan base. Niggas already fuck with me like I'm like Charles Manson. Might be a bad comparison to some niggas. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, we we gonna grow in numbers. We gonna grow in the core fan base. I'm going to actually like give back to the community and shit, and be able to do it at a mass amount. Like give back turkeys to my hood and shit. Like like to where I lived at my neighborhood. Give back to my community. Give back to where I stayed at. I'm gonna be able to do more. I'm gonna be able to like actually like form organizations to help people in real life, not just talk about it a lot. And people like making big talk and have the opportunity to do this shit and they don't do it. I'm gonna be the opposite of that. I'm gonna actually like do some shit, help some shit out. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting on my ass talking about they need to help the world. The world's such a bad place. I hate when people say the world's such a bad place when no one's doing anything to help it. Why isn't anybody doing anything to fix the world that they see is so bad? And as of me right now, like I'm just sitting here like, you know what? I always used to talk about people need to give back more. So when I get the opportunity, I always do it. Even when even right now when I'm like nobody, like I was given like I don't even like talking about my good deeds. I'm just gonna talk about one story. I seen this man like sitting down. I was like 14 at the time. My
Okay.
grandma like my grandma like she was like being nice and shit. She like sent me $50. Shouts out to her. And I seen this guy sitting there. He was like hungry as fucking shit. I went to the dollar store. I asked him, I said, "Was you hungry?" He didn't reply back because I was like talking soft as fuck. And I went there, got him something to drink, got him some chips, got him like popcorn. I don't know where he was gonna warm that up at. I was thinking stupid at the time. And I got him like some canned food where you can just eat out the can.
Mm-hmm.
Got him some candy and shit. Gave him the whole bag, and I gave him like $5. He gave me the $5 back. He's like, "No, I don't need all this." I said, "Yes, you do." He said, "No, I don't need all that." He gave me the $5 back, and I still kind of felt bad because I was like, "Bro, he really needed that shit more than I did." And I was like, "Bro, when I have the money, I could be able to like genuinely change one person's life." I was just thinking about it. I was like, "Bro, if I was a big ass artist right now, bro, I could have like literally drove this nigga to the nearest hotel, got him washed up, um, got his hair cut, gave him like $1,000, stayed at a hotel, helped him find a job and shit, got his life back together." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Bro, I'm just a kid at the time thinking like that." And a lot of these niggas where I lived at was like trying to rob niggas and shit, trying to burn niggas gasoline tanks and set their cars on fire. Like, yeah, they was that
Mm.
crazy. I remember one time dude came to the apartments and shit. He got his ass beat out his drawers and his money and shit.
Damn.
Walked out this shit with nothing on but his underwear. Like that shit was crazy.
Mm.
It was man, it was a crazy story I was gonna tell though. This might be off topic, but bro, I remember this dumbass story. Like it was some weird ass shit going on, like dumbass shit, bro. I'm not even gonna say no names in this shit, but my homie, he probably gonna watch this shit. He know exactly what I'm talking about. So we was in the apartments, bro. This John basically came and stirred up some allegations on us, told the apartment security guard, she was like, "These four guys all ran a TRAIN on me." I was like, "What?"
Mm.
And she lied and said we R-worded her. I said, "Bro, hold up. Where?" And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm shocked as fuck, my heart beating fast. I'm like, "Bro, what if they believe her?" Because like I know a lot of stories like Edmund Till, bro. He said he whistled at the girl and like they beat his ass. And like they beat him to death. And I was like, "Bro, like, what if that's us?" So the security guard walks with her. Security guard comes back and said, "Guys, I know she's lying. We're gonna get her evicted."
Mm.
She come over there laughing and shit like we about to get in trouble. Police come by. They get my mom to come out there. My mom like, what happened? My brother like, she goddamn lying. A little brother at the time. She lying like hell. Everybody, moms and shit came. And the girl got caught out for lying and shit. The police went to her parents' house, took the girl back, and she got evicted for causing too much
Mm.
trouble. She even lied on the apartment maintenance nigga talking about he touched her and shit. Like, bro,
Oh my.
she was a compulsive liar. And if she watches, fuck you. You almost ruined my life, bitch. I could have not made music no more. Y'all would have chased my ass.
Mm.
But bro, I swear that shit was crazy. I was like, no, never again. That's why I said, bro, that's why you gotta really trust who you dealing with as a friend, as a person. Cause bro, some of these men and women be genuinely weird. They be trying to get you locked up. They be trying to ruin your life. Like, I'm telling you, it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust. Hard to trust and easy to break trust. So just
Mhm.
always think about that. But yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And all my homies from that point, bro, like y'all watching this shit, we gonna be up soon. Swear to God.
What legacy do you hope to leave in the underground music scene?
I want my fan base to like, well, might sound crazy. I want my fan base to like terrorize other fan bases and shit. I want my fan base to be like crazy as fuck. Like my fan base is gonna be like, oh, Nisha's better. I want that YB fan base. I want that like that crazy ass just this nigga's goaded. Like I just want to get my props, like because I am gonna remain in humility, but I also want that fan base that I feel like I deserve for all the work I put in. I've been making music since I was 11.
Hmm.
That's a long ass time. I'm not even from the same age since I was 11. Um, and I like want to leave an impact also that you can do good things in this world. You can change people's hearts. Everyone could change. This world isn't going to be black and white forever. There could be euphoria in this place we think is hell. This world isn't hell. Trust me, it isn't. It's going to get better. And I know it's hard right now. And I know you're struggling with whatever you're going through. But in the end, you have to trust in yourself. You have to trust in yourself. You have to be that inner being that tells yourself, I'm going to do this shit. You have to kick yourself in the ass when nobody else is there to get on your ass to wake you up. You got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm the shit. I'm that nigga. And you know, like even back then, I didn't even feel like that. Sometimes today, I still don't. And I'm not gonna be no hypocrite and make myself seem all perfect. I know everybody goes through insecurities. I'm like so insecure to the point I don't even believe myself to be as human as the rest of the people that may deal with past trauma I dealt with all the nonsense I dealt with in middle school or whatnot or anything. But if you're going through shit, trust and believe is gonna get better. And if it doesn't get better, it's gonna get outstandingly better to the point you will never have to worry about that shit no more. If you poor right now, you're not gonna be poor. The people who have hard shit happening to them, they have hardships and shit, bro. Think about it like a Disney movie. Life ain't Disney, but life is also real life. And if you put the action into it, you can change your situation. It's just up to you.
That's very real. Very real. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who or what inspires your music the most, and how have they impacted your sound and artistry?
All right, there's like a lot of artists that influenced me. Lil Uzi Vert, Juice WRLD, Jades. Sorry, that nigga. I hate saying his name right now, but yeah. Um, shit. My homie Ant, R.I.P. him. You influenced me a lot, bro. Sorry that I never got to tell you that. Um, who else? Young boy influenced me. I don't even rap like young boy, but he just influenced me because like he don't give a fuck. He
Hmm.
like he be himself. Um, X influenced me a lot. XXX Tentacion. Like he was deep. He knew what he was talking about. And my spirituality connected with his. I was spiritual since a kid and shit. That's also why I used to get picked on because everybody else was super religious. I could see past religion to a standpoint. I'm not saying religion is false, but like you got to look at it like divide and conquer. Why are there so many religions that talk about the same thing in different ways with different names? I had
Yes.
to think about that when I was a
Mhm.
kid. And I was like, bro, why can't it just be one real thing where we believe in and we all just come together and not kill each other over what we believe in or what language we speak in? Or are you accepted by these people because you believe in their God or do you believe in my God? That's also why I took a liking to Christianity a lot. And like Christianity, like a lot of people say, oh, Christians be messy and shit. Yeah, some of them, not everybody you meet though. And Christianity accepts anybody. They're not gonna bash you because you're doing shit. And I'm not even trying to make this a religious war or nothing. But yeah, that's what I fuck with. But yeah, X influenced me on the free thinking part. And
Mhm.
he was like so like connected to how I thought. We thought the exact same way. Like I feel like if Josh Say was alive today, like I highly I highly don't doubt that I probably would be seen by him by now. Especially with my last account and shit, I probably would never even change my name because as Rich Spice, I was kind of getting some traction. I was getting songs touching 50K, 10K. I'm getting back to that. It's not like that right now, but I'm getting back to that, and we're gonna grow further. And I'm gonna touch millions of hearts. I'm gonna touch millions of kids. I want everybody to know that love is strong, bro. And we not gonna live in division no more. It's not gonna be like no Democratic, Republican, communist, socialism, all this different type of variety shit. We're not in no capitalistic shit where I have a high ground because I believe this. Whether you're gay, lesbian, straight, trans, whether you black, white, Asian, hell, Aborigine. People probably don't even know what that is. But we all unify under the same conditions. We all bleed the same. We all sweat. We all have loved ones. We all know what it feels like to grieve. We all know what it feels like to feel out of place in a place that isn't home.
Okay. Um, what drives you to keep creating music even during the challenging times?
My fear of dying, but with it all incomplete. Dying with it not finished. Dying with the process that isn't all the way thought out. Like I want to actually like live this life and finish out everything. And I know I won't do everything in life possible, but I try to make everything possible for myself. And I also want to really, really, really let people know, the fans, the supporters, y'all drive me to keep making music. Because in times where I felt like I was alone in this world, y'all would check on me, y'all will listen to my music and say, it saved y'all lives from the same shit I was finna croak over for. And it just makes me appreciate a lot that is going on because like at that time I didn't have nobody to look up to that spoke about what I was going through and shit. I didn't even have a phone or no shit. I mean like I found out about X in 2016, but like bro, at the time I wasn't really listening to music. I was just like hearing like different shit and not venturing it on my own. I was more into like WWE and shit,
Mm-hmm.
UFC, anime shit, kid shit. And I was like, just like, damn, I'm feeling like this, getting fucking damn near, well, I'm gonna say it, getting damn near bullied in school and not having nothing to even look past on, like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was some crazy shit, like, and now that I'm helping you guys with the same problems I felt no resolving, I'm very grateful for that shit. Like, yeah.
Okay, looking back on your journey, what has been the most rewarding part so far?
The most rewarding part is knowing that more and more of you are gonna come. The rewarding part is waking up every day knowing there's more to gain from this. There's more to get. Every day is an accomplishment. Now, as far as my biggest goal, I don't think I have accomplished that yet. But my biggest goal, semi biggest goal, was getting 10K, and I got 10K on the song. Now all there's time to do is get that 1 million monthly, get that 10K monthly, get that 100K monthly. Once I get those, we're gonna celebrate like no other. And whoever is watching this shit, I appreciate every one of you for even stopping by this long.
For sure. But hey, man, that's all the questions that I got for you. Is there anything lastly that you want to say to the audience?
Keep striving for what you want, and life isn't gonna end unless you make it. It's whatever you make it to be. It's whatever you want it to be. Smoke weed if you want to smoke and get away from the world. It takes psychedelics. Just don't go crazy off that shit. And also, just focus on yourself. Don't let women destroy your life. Don't let men destroy your life. Don't get too attached to people that's gonna heartbreak you. Speaking of that, I've been through a lot of heartbreak, bro. Like, shit was ugly. Like, just like, I don't even know what happened just now, but I think I just got heartbroken just fucking 40 minutes ago. Like, it was crazy. Like, bro, like I don't even know if y'all know this, but like, yeah, I'm feeling crazy right now. But I know how to push through that shit. And I'm gonna keep making music. EP dropping this Friday. Devil coming. Um, I love y'all. Keep striving for what you want. You're gonna be very great in this life.